Happy Monday. I am back and I'm feeling better. I was going to sing that for you guys, but like the song says, don't. I'm still a little congested up in here, but I feel so much better. I'm so happy to be back. Last week was a whirlwind. I went on a trip, which was amazing. Got to spend time with my family, came home, got sick. There was a hurricane. And now I am here. A lot of places in my state, North Carolina, have been ravaged from Hurricane Florence. There's a lot of flooding in some areas. I am very grateful that, we did not have any flooding in this area, but there's a lot of rescue and relief efforts ongoing. And I'm hoping that Positive Forward Movement LLC, which is the actual name of my business, can be of assistance in some way to those who are dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Florence. I have truly missed being able to come on live in the group because, first of all, I was under the weather, literally and figuratively, but here I am today. So I just had an amazing coaching call that really it just moved me. Like when I see progress in my clients, it truly makes my heart sing. I really love what I do, and I feel like I'm about to cry just because I'm just overwhelmed and happy. So I want to know what is going on. What kind of magic are you making in your life this week? What kind of magic did you make last week? I don't know if I talked. No, I don't think I came on last week. If I did, it was very, very quick. I did want to pull an oracle card just because I haven't done that in the group for a while. So give me a second. I took I took a few of my decks home because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get to the office. So today's my first day being back in the office since last Monday. And oh my goodness, I've missed it so. So I want to know, what guidance do the angels have for the members of the Spiritual Love Circle this week? What guidance do the angels have? I don't know if you've noticed, but I made a change. So I used to do a free weekly relationship reading on my site, and that has actually been changed to just a free spiritual love reading. And the reason why I made that change is because I started noticing that even like when focusing on romance, there was more of like a healing aspect to it most of the time. So I just wanted to allow that to come through instead of trying to center the reading around relationships. So if I'm guided to, then I will do specifically a relationship reading. But for right now, I can tell my face is still a little swollen, which is really weird. But for right now, I will just continue with some spiritual guidance to really help us grow in love and life. So the message is entrepreneur. So who in here is trying to get their hustle on, wanting to focus on creating something themselves? So, and I'll pull another card because that might not resonate with everybody, but someone is working on creating their own business and it really suits you. It's something that is being blessed, is what I'm seeing, because there's this beautiful guardian angel who has lit this, I still haven't figured this out, lit this torch, right? And they've passed on the fire from this lit torch. For me, this is beautiful because I have spent a lot of time thinking about the direction that I wanted to go in as the spiritual love coach, and who I was allowing to have their hands on my business, their eyes on my business. And you see like these clouds are kind of clearing up here. I feel like there's a lot of stagnation, maybe confusion, maybe people, things, energy that's clearing out of the way. And so when we focus on our divine assignment, which is what I'm feeling, like even if you're not maybe in business, maybe you have a divine assignment to help people in some way. When you do that, you will be blessed, because your mission, whatever that may be, is being guided by this beautiful angel here who is helping to fuel your passion, so to speak. So this is a really great time for you to pursue whatever endeavors are close to your heart, whether it's business, whether it's volunteering, whether it's being a great employee, whatever it is that really gets you going. Now is the time to do that. So for me, this was a great card to return back to the work week. If you are in business or are an entrepreneur, I would love for you to share what it is that you do in the comments. Let us know who you are, introduce yourself, and share what you do so that we can support you. If we need your services, we will know who you are and where to find them. That's beautiful. So it's, yeah, just trusting yourself, following your divine guidance, and trusting that you have divine coworkers and teammates. And for those of you who are not business owners, it's really saying that you're in the right place as far as like your work life. If it makes you feel good, if it's something that you love, like your coworkers and your boss, they may feel like family, like you really may feel like you have a family there. If you look here in the background, you see those little torches, those are people. So like you all are divinely bound together, and you all share the same light, the same passion, the same goals, the same mission. And it's a very successful undertaking. So your company, your job, wherever it is that you are, it's beautiful, and success is going to be ensured. Okay, y'all. Yes. Focus on service. Focus on service when it comes to your work. This is beautiful, and this is so for me as well. It says your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. Oh, I love this. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and all you do. So two things that this meant for me. One is light worker Neath. I really feel like this reading is for us. The second thing that I felt, especially with the disaster efforts that are going on in North Carolina, is I need to find a way to serve people, and just being in business myself, like service always must come first. And that is really, I'm a heart-centered person, so I'm all about serving. When we focus on serving others, that's when we will be blessed and when our needs are met. Now, serving others is different than letting people take advantage of you. There's a very clear difference. So it's not about like, okay, you gotta wait hand and foot on someone who is mistreating you. When you're truly serving someone, they're going to show gratitude. You know, it's going to be a loving feeling. They will be appreciative. It'll be a good exchange, right? But when you are being taken advantage of, you're being drained, and that's not what you want. So make sure that you are, oh, thank you, beautiful. I appreciate that. Okay, so now, hold on. I'm getting the tingles, and I'm like feeling like something coming. So I'm trying to like, so right, today is Magic Monday. So even if you are not an entrepreneur, how can you serve others this week? Oh, that's beautiful. How can you be of service to others this week? Maybe it's your family, maybe it's your neighborhood, maybe it's your job, maybe it's your children, maybe it's a stranger on the side of the road. But I feel like especially those of us in business, are being called to task, like focusing on service. I know I've worked with people before and they're not service based at all. They're all about just getting the money and maybe giving you some service, and then they're out the door and they're on to the next one. What we do with our money has a big impact on everything. Economics, money fuels a lot of things. So being mindful where you are receiving your services, making sure that you can give when you're able to, and just come from that place of wanting to help other people, whether you're in business or not. So whether you go to work a 9 to 5 or you work the graveyard shift, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're doing something that ignites you. You're doing something from a place of love, and that what you're doing is in service. A lot of times, especially as easy as being an entrepreneur, not having a full-time job, to like look down on other people who are like, yeah, I love my job. I go to work every day, I get my paycheck, and that's their role, that's their mission, and they're happy to go to work. They're happy to be doctors. They're happy to be lawyers. They're happy to work at Subway or whatever fast food restaurant. They're fulfilling their role in life. And so we can't look down on the service people of the world, because without them, who would be providing those services? My grandmother, she was an entrepreneur. She owned a couple different brownstones in Brooklyn, but she also worked in a hotel most of her life. When she moved to America, she was a maid in a hotel. And it's just, we don't know anybody's like path or purpose, what they're doing with the money that they're getting. And I know for a while, like, I couldn't understand like how somebody could be happy, working at fast food. I would be super happy to work at Chipotle. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'd be the best burrito bowl maker in all the land. Like, I love some Chipotle. So I'm not gonna lie and say that I couldn't or wouldn't work, in that type of industry. But a lot of times, we can look down on those people, or, feel like we can just talk to them any type of way, but they are doing you a service. And we can't judge people based on how they get their money. The fact that they are willing to work whatever job they're working, making whatever they're making, instead of breaking into your house and stealing your stuff, should be honored. And it's just like that actor who had a role on the Cosby Show, and then somebody saw him working in the grocery store and they took a picture and was, really trying to put him down for working a job. That's insanity. Like, what world do we live in where we see somebody working and we're like, oh snap, they working a job, they should be doing this, that, and the third? Like, that's crazy. Like, we have to let go of these stereotypes when it comes to everything. All of us are here to be of service. How we are of service is different for each of us. For a very long time, I was doing a lot of customer service type of work. I worked for the government. I worked for the arts industry, which I super, super loved. I've worked in multiple different jobs doing administrative type customer service type work. And people will sometimes think that they can just talk to you any kind of way, treat you any kind of way. And I always loved what I was doing because it allowed me to give. It allowed me to serve people and help them solve their problems. I was really great at it. Did not always pay the best, but I loved the work because at the end of the day, I was helping people. And that's something that I truly love. now I created this business where I get to help people in a different way, in a way that's more meaningful and more resonant with my soul. But I'm still serving people. Like, I can't walk around like, oh, you know, I'll get to my clients when I get to them, or, you know, I can treat them any kind of way because they done paid me. Like, no, like, I have to show up in full service to my clients. I like to have like the best of the best. I am a Libra with lots of Virgo. Therefore, like, things have to be perfect. They have to be pretty. I want to hold your hand through it. And so I would not survive in life, in business, if I was not coming from a place of service. And you're right, the universe did turn around and bless him. But that's the thing. Sometimes people like try to drop, what's that phrase? Like, people will bury you and not realize that you are a seed. The entertainment industry is completely different. I don't know what that's like to get a job, to even be on TV in the first place. It was amazing. Like, how dare you like try to clown this man because the show went off? Like, come on. Like, when our job decides they don't need us anymore, or when the company closes down, guess what's going to happen? You are no longer going to have that work. So it's so shameful what we do to people sometimes. Instead of being in a place of service, like, maybe he could have walked up, or whoever filmed him could have walked up and said, hey, weren't you an actor? Why, ask some questions, get to know his story before trying to shame someone. And that man was being of service. And because he was being of service, guess what? Like, the universe did. It turned around and blessed him, because now people are being of service to him, offering him work, offering him roles, in different TV and film and things like that. So that's the beauty of being in service, right? He wasn't like, oh, I'm too good for this. I'm too good to bag up groceries. No, he went out and he was of service. And because he did that, he fulfilled that mission, that role. And now more opportunities are opening up to him. So this message of entrepreneurship and focusing on service goes so wide and so deep. As a consumer, make sure that you are receiving the services also that you paid for. It's not just about providing services or receiving services, but make sure that you're getting quality services, right? A lot of times we can go into places and receive subpar treatment or not get what it is that we fully need. And you don't have to settle, as well, as what I'm seeing. Like, as in business, we need to be providing good quality services to the customers. And we do that when we come from a place of service and doing what we love from a place of joy. Wow, like, there's just so much. I can just keep going on and on and on with this. But I really love this message. And if none of this applies to you as far as like business or consumerism, just be in a state of being open to receive and giving. Being open to giving and receiving is what creates balance. That's what allows abundance to flow in your life. And that's what blessings and miracles are all about, is like really that giving and that receiving. So we go to work, right? We give a little time, we receive money. We go to help people in need, we give time, and in exchange, you don't know what you're going to get back from blessing someone else. And it's not always about what you get back, but just know that the energy that you put out is what's going to be returned to you. And I think that's the main message of this card, is that what you are putting out is what will be returned. So come from a place of love, come from a place of service, and see where you can be of service to someone this week as you go about your Monday magic manifesting. So that was it. I, again, have truly missed you all. I've been on the move, and then I just haven't had an opportunity to come on live here. So I'm super glad to be back. Don't forget, the Spiritual Love Masterclass is next Sunday at 3 p.m. I'm going to be talking about spiritual love, like what that is, as well as sharing 3, maybe 4 spiritual love secrets that'll really help you start to transform your love life now. So sign up at spirituallovemasterclass.com, and I will see you next Sunday at 3. Peace.